Awesome. Okay,
Yay.
we'll try this. No guarantees, but
Yep.
that's the risk you take when you net deck.
Let's see.
Especially when you don't know what you're doing. Alright, so... oh, we got to roll.
Oh, sure. Try again.
Alright, you can go first.
Okay.
Are we gonna do the check for mulligans?
Yep. Yeah, I'm okay with this hand.
Is the first mulligan free, or is it one card under? I can't remember.
We'll go first mulligan free.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a mulligan. How do I put... do I just select...
Right click in your hand area and mulligan.
Oh, okay.
And then draw one extra.
Okay. Alright, since we're just doing like a friendly game instead of...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is fine. Alright.
Okay,
yeah.
Arid Mesa, tap, sack, pay 1 life. Searching for... and start off with... the planes. Yep, go ahead.
Okie doke. Yeah. Go ahead and play this tapped, so I want to pay the life.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Alright, Windswept Heath. Once again, I should actually pay the life. I said I paid. There we go. For 1 force.
And that noise is the fucking street sweeper.
And I will drop out Calneyhart Expedition.
If a land enters the battlefield, you may put a quest counter, remove the quest counter, sacrifice it, search for up to 2 basic. Jesus! Okay, that's fine.
It's a nifty little card, and go ahead.
Right.
I will say that this is not a deck that is going to win against the Slivers, but it is a deck that is annoying to the other player.
Fantastic. Yeah, you still got a solid chance of beating me. Alright, untap.
Oh,
Ah, what?
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 It
I tried to hit
your
you and I
library.
hit Y. Where... is it... does Control Z undo the last move? No. Okay, let me go find it. Hang on.
What did you do?
He hit Control Y instead of Control U, and it moved... instead of untapping it like he wanted to, it was added to his library.
Ha.
So I don't
Okay.
know what Control Y even does.
Apparently it moves things to your library. Anyway.
Oh, so there's a button to say, hey, that thing that I had? Yeah, just shove it in the library. Why not?
Yeah, apparently,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, found it in the
Alright,
list,
I'll
in,
play a forest.
right-clicking
And-
on a card, Control Y, move to top of library.
Weird.
Which, yeah,
Alright.
that
I
is
guess
a
that
thing.
shows up in a fair
Yeah,
amount.
that's
Yeah.
a thing that you'll see fairly regularly, so...
Mhm.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and tap
Seems
my
odd that
forest
you'd put
and
it right
tap for.
next to untap,
Is it
though.
colorless, or is that white or colorless? I can't tell.
Is what?
On Godless Shrine,
Oh, that's white.
white. Okay.
Yep.
Whatever. I'm using it as a colorless anyway to
Yeah,
summon
fine.
the predatory sliver.
'Kay.
And that will be my turn.
It's a Sliver bear.
So we've got Arclon as a Sliver. So wait, does that mean that it every creature, including the one that you played, is 2/2?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a 2/2.
Seems.
And that's why it's a bear, because the staple for green creatures that are 1 mana, 1 green, 2/2s is grizzly bears printed in alpha.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay,
neat. So
so
slivers are just kind of like gene stealers.
No,
They-
more
they-
like
they-
just Borg.
they're
they
they're
grow
hive mind
themselves.
creatures.
Yeah.
So
So
they
Borg.
everything that one has is shared with the hive.
So they're Tyranids. So they are gene
No,
stealers.
because that would require them to be stealing it from other things, which they don't.
Yeah, they only get their own stuff.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So-
Makes sense.
Playing
Gotta
Eric
ban another
Mesa,
life.
taking down another life. That adds 1 quest counter to the Calny Heart. Looking for...
And then you got another one from.
Yep.
God, that's dumb. It's dumb. I don't like it. I can't do anything about it though. Not yet. Not yet.
And... let's go for broke. Tappity tap. Cultivate. I'll do the thing while you read.
On the battlefield. Gosh dang.
Tossing out
What are you getting all this mana for? That's what I want to know.
plains. And putting a forest in my hand. And that is tapped. And that puts a 3rd quest counter on the Calny Heart, which I will then sacrifice. I will toss out a forest and... yeah, forest. Both tapped.
I kind of agree with Uiae. What are you putting all this land for? All this mana for?
Well, that's the secret, isn't it?
You'll see. Go ahead.
It better be something interesting.
Game. Let me draw. Let me draw a game. Let me draw. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Also for just it rarely matters, but it is.
But you're supposed to untap before you draw.
Yes, untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah. Yeah, it very rarely matters, but when it matters, it matters. So.
Yep. Also, I think there's like exactly one thing other than the untap. Like phasing happens during untap phase, I believe, but like in the 25-year history of the game, literally no other thing other than phasing happens during untap.
Alright,
What
I'll
is
bring
phasing?
from 2 in
It's
tapped.
I forget if they. Well, I think it's been changed to exiled, but basically it was. I'm trying to think of a way to like.
And I'll tap a forest and a godless shrine for white and bring out another predatory sliver.
Oh my god, it's not even in the exiled. It's okay, so like
So that just to hold off on one second. So that means now his slivers are all 3/3, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So just
And then I'm gonna swing at you with one of them.
Okay. That will put me down to 14. But,
My turn.
basically, phasing was a flavor mechanic more than a... okay, say his predatory... say anything, it doesn't even matter. Say this mountain has phasing.
Mm-hmm.
On my turn, when it... Like, I would play it as normal, it'd be your turn as normal. When it came back to my turn, during the upkeep phase, or during the untap phase, or step, or whatever, I don't even remember anymore, it would phase out. It wouldn't go to the graveyard, not to the library, not to the exiled zone, which used to be called the removed from game zone, but because after a while there were so many things that could get things back from the removed from game zone, they said, yeah, let's just change the name of that zone, because it's not really...
Which explains the AWOL card and the really removed from game zone.
Yes.
Because it's like, no, seriously, we mean it, guys. This one's actually not in the game.
But yeah, the things with phasing would go to a totally not even named zone and be considered phased out. My turn would then continue as normal, then your turn would then continue as normal, and then on my turn again, at the beginning of the untap step, it would then phase back in, and could then be used as normal. So you would have it for a turn. Say again?
So basically you have it every other turn.
Yes. And
that's weird.
It was a flavor thing because the set it was in, it was, part of it was in an area that had been so fucked over by magical experiments that literally parts of it were in bubbles of time that were, some were really fast, some were really slow, and so that was kind of the mechanic they came up with to sort of indicate how fucked up this area was, that things from it would be phasing in and out of existence.
That sounds like a very annoying mechanic.
And they did use it...
Particularly in order to actually track when they're supposed to come back in.
Yeah, that was the main reason that they got rid of it, and like only used it for that one set, because it quickly became a thing of, okay, we want to make it so that things can be tracked easily, not so that, you know, okay, there are a million rules floating around, and what applies where. But, they did, like, there were some things that they made really super powerful for the cost, and balanced it by giving it phasing, so...
Because it's so you only have it every other turn.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which makes I can see how that works, but it seems like it would be a very annoying amount of bookkeeping to the point where I would potentially say, do I really want to deal with the bookkeeping?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so what bullshit are you gonna pull on me, Fernan?
The name of this deck is... I Gain a Life.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm noticing the cards.
So, again, this deck is not really, you know, any sense of good. It is not going to win, but it is annoying because...
Okay, I have cards to deal with this bullshit. It's fine.
There are enough things in this deck that, like,
It will
you
take
play...
a while to work through his health, just because every single thing you do.
No, that's not even the annoying thing. Like, you play a creature, I gain a life. You play a land, I gain a life. You attack, I gain a life. A creature dies, I gain a life.
God damn it. Okay.
As I said, it's going to take a very long time to work through his health.
Anything else?
I play a land, I gain a life.
Okay. God damn it.
I will play Auriok champion. I don't gain a
Protection's
life
in black and
yet, but I
red.
will be gaining a life.
Okay, what is protection?
Basically, what was the old there was a abbreviation.
Just tell me what it does.
No,
Like
I need the abbreviation to remember what it does.
Oh.
I thought it was just it was protected from black and from red. It can't.
Well,
Those things can't do
there's
anything to it.
where is it? So I know there was enchanted, blocked. To us. Oh hey, how about debt? DEBT. All damage that would be dealt to sources or from sources of that quality. So in this case, black or red is prevented. The creature or the card cannot be enchanted, equipped, or fortified. Wow, fuck them for putting in that one thing that fortifies.
So basically, if it's black or red, it doesn't affect this.
Yeah. So can't
Be it
be
in battle,
damaged.
be it an instant, be it anything. An enchantment, an artifact. Well, artifacts don't have color, but
Apparently, apparently clothing is considered black and or red. Based on that art.
all right. So any more creatures? Any creatures that come into play, you gain a life.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Go ahead. Yeah, so yeah, damage, enchantment, blocked, or targeted. So DEBT.
Okay. And untap. I gotta remember to untap first, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, gain a life.
Yes, you gain a life.
Wait, which thing is giving you life for this one?
Life gift.
Life
Whenever
gift.
a land comes into play, I may gain 1 life.
When he actually does play a land. Gotcha.
Yep.
Just
All right.
lag.
I'm going to tap these for black, and then tap my forest. Collected Company. Look at the top 6 cards, put 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 3 or less onto the battlefield. Put the rest onto the bottom of it, onto the library.
Okay.
So scry, yes. Is it scry?
Think so. No, not scry. Just look at top X.
At top X cards. And 6. Let's see. 3 or less.
Usually scry probably would have worked, but works either way, so.
Okay.
Also, I have no idea what some of these symbols are in the mana bar line here.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see.
I just noticed them. What the hell is half that shit?
Okay, so the first one is the life counter, obviously. Second one
Yeah.
is poison counters.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Diffusion Sliver and Sentinel
I can
Sliver.
And I get a life.
Alright, and then the other 6, I need to... Let's
Well, the other
see.
The other
4.
4.
Oh yeah, the other 4. What do I do with those? How do
Put
I...
them on the bottom of your library.
Yeah, that's what I need to...
I'm gonna look at
Here,
one
I'll just
card
mill
and
4. Mill the next 4. And
I
then
think you
I'll...
can right-click and move to... No?
No. I'll just mill the next 4 and then move them to... no, I don't want you to see them. So I need to...
Well, I'm not looking
I'm
at your
noticing
side,
that this
so...
sliver deck is also fairly annoying very quickly.
Okay, hang on. I think I can... Yes. I can put them on the bottom of my deck in whatever order, so I'll do... Yeah.
Anyways, going
Yeah.
down the list again, we have poison counters. We have energy, which
Huh?
don't think I've ever heard of energy. Then we have white, blue, black, red, green, and
Yeah, those
colorless. This is a new thing as of, I think,
What?
2 or 3 years ago. They added a symbol for colorless mana, so rather than just a gray number, it's now this diamond symbol.
Okay.
The general, I can totally understand having a general area here in this side deck area where you have things, but
There we go.
I don't know what a general counter is for.
I guess maybe they literally
Just
mean
as like a
purpose.
general. Yeah, just general purpose counter,
No,
I
no,
guess.
because generals are a thing. In EDH, it's you have a general of your deck.
I have no idea.
Oh wait,
And
no,
then I'm
duh,
just
no,
gonna-
I got it. Right, because when you, it's your commander. So when you play your commander the first time, it is, put into play. When it's killed, it goes back to the commander zone, and it costs 1 more mana to play. Again.
Oh, so that way you can keep track of how much. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Gotcha. And then what's
Okay.
that
Alright.
last one that looks like a weird shield?
Experience? What?
What? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
To the Gatherer. Because what
And
even?
I'm gonna swing at you for 6.
Okay.
You gonna wanna block that, or you're just gonna gain your life back?
Yeah, I will go ahead and plop down.
Okie doke.
Okay, what's that? Okay, Aether Revolt. When was Aether Revolt?
And that will end my turn. Oh, and I have Vigilance now.
Yep.
I also have Diffusion, so whenever you target a Sliver, either by spell or ability, you have to pay 2, or it gets countered.
Okay, Aether Revolt was the second set in the Kaladesh thing last year. That was... It has things that, yeah, like... Here's an example. Aether Chaser. Whenever Aether Chaser enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Whenever Aether Chaser attacks, you may pay 2 energy counters. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. So
Okay,
it's
so that explains the
basically
energy.
it's a new kind of counter. It's just it has its own symbol.
Huh.
So then
Neat.
what's the experience?
Looking.
Fuck if I know.
And I guess the reason for the energy counter actually having a symbol is that you are getting the counter, not the card.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Commander 2015. So, Commander is that special format I just mentioned.
I guess the idea is that your general can get XP.
Okay, random Commander Daxos the Returned. Legendary creature, zombie soldier. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you get an experience counter. 1 white and black. Create a white and black spirit enchantment creature token. It has this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of experience counters you have. Okay, so again, it's just another counter that the player has.
Okay.
Fair enough. Also, planes. Again, life.
And I was about to say, I wonder what's next. I think I'm noticing the pattern of this deck.
And if I had 1 more planes, this could be fun, but instead we'll do a different thing.
I mean, fortunately, I'm playing Slivers, so I don't need mana that bad.
Yeah. Alright, Orim's
I
Prayer.
am learning them very quickly. Alright, what is... If any creatures attack you, gain 1 life. Oh, okay. That's fun. That's nice.
And
that's
I
nice.
don't think I'll be able to get to use this, but we'll see. Tamanoa.
Non-creature source you control deals damage, you gain that much life.
Because this
Okay.
combos with another card, which says whenever you gain life, you may pay a mana and deal that much damage.
Oh, that's awful.
And so you see the combo of...
Yeah.
So, and then that does that loop?
Yes.
Well, because you have to pay mana for each damage, it loops
not
as
an
much
infinite.
mana as you can spend. So,
But yeah, it just converts mana into direct damage, which is awful.
So, go ahead.
Okie doke. Gosh dang it. One of these days I'm gonna remember. Alright.
And one of the cards, because I didn't search just in the card text, I also searched type and name. Near Death Experience, printed in Rise of the Eldrazi. An enchantment costs 2 and 3 white. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game.
That's
Alright.
interesting.
I'll go ahead and...
Yeah, there's a lot of alternate win type cards that are fun like that.
I'll tap
That sounds like
Mutavault
it'd be
for
fairly
a
easy to
relic
use if you
and
combine it with a bunch of things where you can pay
Godless
life
Shrine
to do
for a
things.
white,
Yeah.
and summon a Sinew Sliver
Ooh.
for another 1/1 on everything.
Okay. And that is Plane Chase. No, not Plane Chase.
You gain a life, by the way.
Yes, I know. Sorry, I'm just babbling about the reason it looks kind of weird with the white text is that that is a plane-shifted creature, and what those were the exact same text and cost and everything as another older card, just in a different color. That was originally a muscle sliver, cost 1 and a red for 1/1 with that text.
Oh.
And so that whole set was all about having things that were plane shifted into different colors than they would normally be in.
Yeah.
Because that was the...
I mean, it's more useful as a white, because...
It still is within White's color pie.
Yeah.
They should have. They should have definitely. They should have then, therefore, made it so that they just said "fuck it" and just made it entirely random. Just say whatever, or
Well,
even better, whatever the
I mean-
color pie would be, go the exact opposite for what you set the colors as, just to say "fuck you."
They did that for some of them, just not all of them.
They should have.
Okay,
They should have
and then
made
I'm
that be
gonna-
the theme. It's gonna be always the wrong color.
Tap for black, and tap a forest for Dark Heart Sliver.
Ooh,
Or I can
Good plan.
sacrifice Slivers for life, but, probably won't need to.
yeah. I don't
And,
think I'll even get 1 damage in on you.
yeah. And
Well,
I'm
you
gonna...
might if you get the card.
Let's see.
Given all that mana you've got.
Yeah.
Right now, all of my Slivers have +3/3, so 4/4, 4/4. Okay, so I'm going to swing with both my Predatory, my Diffusion, and my Sentinel.
Okay.
Any blocks?
Just to save my life, I will. Don't think it matters which one I block. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll block the Sentinel since it is bigger.
Okay.
And that's 8 damage.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, you should be.
Oh
at
wait, and
15
I
now.
take I gain 3 life.
You gain the 3 life from Orm's Prayer.
But you should also
no,
gain
no,
one extra
it's
one
4
because
life.
Of because of the summon sliver from before.
Yep.
You gain 4 life because I attacked with 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So, there you go.
I forgot this was even in here.
I think you may actually gain 1 extra as well.
I will
Because
go
he
with what
summoned
Beld
2
said.
creatures and you only gave yourself 1 extra, I think.
There you go. That looks right.
Yeah, I forgot this was in here, but We'll go with that. Another prayer.
Okay.
And just
That's
to
annoying.
show,
It doesn't matter as long as I kill you before it can activate, so.
just to show the thing.
Contemplation. Whenever you successfully cast a spell, gain 1 life.
Might as well shove that one out too. Or do you not have enough mana for that guy?
Yeah, I don't have the white to spare. And that is all I can do.
Alright. One of these days, I'm going to remember to untap first, but today is not that day.
Now, we could get into the actual steps and phases. And oh my god, man.
No, that we would never get done. Let's see.
This is why you automate the entire thing, because computers are way better at doing really repetitive
it's not
shit.
even about the automation.
Alright, I'm gonna
it's
play
like
Cavernous Souls, and the creature type's going to be Sliver,
okay, and I gain life.
obviously. Yep.
And your last attack has almost been negated.
Alright.
But it's not about automation, it's about understanding what happens and knowing that most of it doesn't happen most of the time.
Well, technically you just automate literally everything, and then all of the things about knowing when it matters are also handled by the computer, which is also much better at that sort of thing than a person is.
Fair enough.
Computers are basically every single rule on every single card can be tracked and managed and handled much better by a computer than a person.
Okay. I'm going to
It's
tap
all
for
100%
black, tap for
regular.
white,
There's no
and
interpretation
tap
here.
for generic. Bring out my necrotic Sliver.
I gain life. No, I don't. She's dead.
Whoops.
Right.
Alright. And I have 3 mana to sacrifice a creature, destroy a target permanent on all my Slivers.
And
Alright.
just posting this wall of text in my chat. That is
Yeah.
the 9 things that happen every time a spell is cast.
But most of them don't matter unless you're trying to respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you are, then you're going to tell the other person, hey, I want to, counter.
Well, it's not
Before
even
they-
about it. Like, step 8 is the only time a player can respond. Everything else is just
Oh,
conditional stuff of this may have this ability, this may have this additional cost.
So
Yeah,
if it
that's-
has Splice, if it has alternative costs, if it has a kicker, if it has Convoke, if it has Hybrid costs, those come up then if you need to, but most spells don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Targets comes up a lot, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and swing with 1, 2. Swing to kill you, basically. Well, maybe not. Okay, so Dark Heart, the 2 Predatory, the Diffusion, the Sentinel, and the Sinew are all swinging at you.
Okay. I will block the Dark Art with the Taminoa. Oh, what?
Wait, would
Okay.
you need to... Wait, when do you gain the health from being attacked?
Actually, that's a good point. That will be instantly, like, as soon as they are announced as attackers.
Yeah, for the attack
So you would-
declaration.
So you would gain 2
One,
life.
2,
1,
4,
2,
6,
3,
8, 10,
4.
12.
So you would immediately gain 12 life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So do you even need to actually block anything to survive?
I don't think so, so no, I'm not going to block anything.
Okay, so it's 10 from the Sentinel and the Dark Heart, and then 12 from my Predatory and Diffusion, and then another 4. So 20... 26? So yeah, you're gonna have to block.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. I wasn't sure, but you will.
Yeah.
Have.
One health, too low.
So I'll block the Sentinel.
Okay. So your Taminoa will die.
Yep.
Alright, so that will be 5, 12 is 17, plus 4 is 21? 21.
Yeah.
So you're at... So you'll be at 3.
I'll
Or,
be
no,
at-
you'll be at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. And
Okay,
yeah.
what do we got? Okay. First off, we will toss out Contemplation. And it decided it wanted to remain in the stack. Don't know why. Second. Ajani's Pridemate.
Gross.
And I gain a life, and he gets a counter.
Okay.
I can see I can see that there's going to be a problem with that card.
It's fine. It's not hexproof.
It isn't, but
I can just sacrifice a sliver to get rid of it.
True.
So, it's fine.
But I'm just saying, in general, I can see that that
If
card
he
is going.
casts... He doesn't have any whites left, so I don't think he's not going to cast anything to make it hexproof, so it's fine.
He also doesn't have any cards left, which is kind of more the problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't looking at his hand.
Yeah, that's kind of a bigger problem than not having the mana for the cards. He doesn't have the cards.
Well, he doesn't have any whites, and he only has 2 grains. I don't think that would be enough to get a hexproof enchantment out. If he even had one in his deck. So.
But yeah, just as a general thing, if I understand that correctly, that would, if you're attacked by all of the things, that would put something like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope,
7,
it's
8. That would
whenever
put 8
you
on them.
gain life, not, it would need different wording, so if I gain 12 life all at once, I can still only put 1 counter on it.
Yeah. It would have to say
but
when
you'd
you
still-
gain life, you put
Well, no,
a
but you'd
1/1
still
counter
get
on for each
two-
life
Yeah, I'd
gain.
still get 2 counters, because there's
because
the...
because each card gives you life independently,
Yeah.
but would only be for each of those.
Yeah,
Wait,
so he's
wouldn't-
this way.
And playing
be
it
a
also
5/5.
gives you a counter, right? Because of the other one. Yeah.
So it has 1 on it already.
Okay. And it's my turn. Game. Untap. Thank you. I mean, I don't even really have to bother with it if I do this. So... yeah. Okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and tap for blue and summon my Gale Rider Sliver. All my Slivers are flying now. So that solved that problem.
Yeah,
And
that's an even better way of solving it.
and I'm gonna swing and kill you.
Yep.
Well, probably kill you. Let me see.
But we do need to
Hang
manage
on,
this
you
because it
yeah,
might
hang
not.
on. You gained a life already for the Gale Rider coming in.
No, he doesn't have that one at the moment.
Okay, so you need to gain a life for the Gale Rider. Then you're going to
No,
need
he
gain.
doesn't have the card that would give him life for the Gale Raider, I don't think.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright, so it's going... yeah, then he shouldn't have enough to stop me, because all these are 4 or higher. So this should kill him. It's... oh god. Alright, so
Still gotta
5,
math it.
so 10, 15... plus 16. 15 plus 16 is 31. 31, and he gains 2 life per, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
So yeah, very dead.
Yeah. Closer than you'd think, though. If he had another one of those, it would actually be really, really close.